Welcome to Cougs TV's Beyond the Game. I'm David Soto reporting. We've got a lot to talk about with this year's NCAA men's basketball tournament coming up, so let's jump right into the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, let the march to madness begin. From what we've seen so far, these possible developing brackets are turning out to be some of the wildest, most unpredictable brackets in recent years. Let's dive into the juicy narrative that's developing, from the pretenders all the way to the contenders and everything else in between. These teams are either going to have you cheering till your lungs explode or tossing your bracket sheets into the nearest bonfire while you drown in your own tears. We'll start at the top of the charts. The Titans fighting it out for the number one spot. Michigan at 24-1 is our top contender so far this season. The engine that powers the squad, Yaxel Lindbergh, is forward, who is a virtual Swiss Army knife who brings a little of everything for all situations. He scores, rebounds, and protects the rim. Then you have Elliot Cadeau, the point guard, running the floor with an efficient 0 turnovers in recent wins. Not to mention Morez Johnson Jr., who brings the hammer to the front court. With this combination of size, perimeter scoring, and fantastically chaotic defense, they look unstoppable. Stranger still, they lead the nation in points allowed in the final 2 minutes of play in close games. However, they still manage to always pull through in the clutch for the win. Because of this, they lead the country in late game defensive stops, and that's the kind of magic that has you on a ladder, cutting down that last net at the end of the season. Next up are our hometown heroes, the Houston Cougars. At 23-3, they're undefeated at home. Currently, as of this segment, they are number 2 in the AP polls. Kelvin Sampson and his squad are on an absolute run. With their combination of grit, skill, and the addition of 2 of the most amazing freshmen in the country, Kingston Flemings and Chris Senek Jr., they might finally have the team they need to take home the trophy. Consistent on defense and offense, this team is on full beast mode. Houston has held more opponents under 55 points in more games this year than 75% of Division I teams have total wins. Now that's just ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, Duke, 24-2, has entered the chat. Even with that upset suffered at the hands of the Tar Heels, the Blue Devils still rage on. If you sleep on them for even a moment, you risk annihilation. Isaiah Evans has emerged leading the team with 62 three-pointers made, and even with the high volume he's been given, he's performed with 41.6% accuracy. They have the best scoring efficiency in the nation on possessions under 7 seconds. And then there is Cameron Boozer, a freshman who is playing like he owns the paint. Keep your eye on that guy, or you may soon regret it. Next on the fantastic top 4 list, the Wildcats of Arizona. At 23-2, their undefeated run was recently ended by Kansas, but they still look scary unstoppable. With great play coming from their dynamic guard, Braden Burries, who can do all things, stealing, scoring, and playing all gas, no breaks. You can't let up on this guy. Then there's Koa Pete, a freak athlete who needs to be paid attention to, otherwise he will wreck your night. And finally, add Jaden Bradley running point like some of the best point guards in the NBA, and you have a team that can crush anyone's championship dreams like an elephant sitting on top of a soda can. Elite length, pace, and interior passing, this team is no joke. Arizona scores on 72% of possessions when the ball touches the post twice. They've got size and pass the ball with amazing accuracy. This team is not one you want to quit on until the final buzzer rings. These teams are the obvious threats, but now let's talk about sleepers. They come out of nowhere like ninja assassins and can ruin brackets without mercy. Underdog teams to watch include Gonzaga, who lead the country in second chance points off their own missed free throws, Wisconsin and Kansas. When they're hot, they're blazing, and when they're not, they're colder than an ice cream factory. Number 19, St. Louis, whose 18-game winning streak was only recently broken by Rhode Island of all teams. Miami of Ohio, who are undefeated in their conference but have 0 Quad 1 wins. And finally, the Cyclones of Iowa State, who shoot ridiculously accurate from the perimeter and paint and are coming off a home win against our Houston Cougars. All these teams have the potential to wreck your bracket charts as well as your hearts. With all this to consider, it looks like an unpredictable electric storm of possible brackets is developing on the road to Lucas Oil Stadium this spring. Thank you for joining us. I'm David Soto, signing off for Coug TV's Beyond the Game. Keep watching for more insights and info, and have a great day or night, depending on when and where you're watching this. Go Cougs!